Traders, it's another trading day today, series of pottery. So we're looking at the GBPJPY. Today I'm not trading the USD assets because they are too volatile in their news today. As you know, it's consumer price index, and you have seen that what is happening that side is so crazy. Market has been going up so crazy. So today my plan was, for price to come and take out this high, but I didn't execute the trade here. Reason because there were news, on the New York session. So I didn't. When the New York session opened, there were news, so I didn't take the trade here. Hence I took the trade now and just to place my stop loss maybe on this high here. And yeah, I'm following my plan because I'm bearish today. Really following my plan because I was anticipating for price to come to this sell side liquidity to clear this sell side liquidity. So yeah, this is where I'm anticipating for price to go. If that doesn't happen, then I will be taken out on the stop loss. So yeah, so this is where I anticipate for price to come. So this is pottery. As you know, accumulation, manipulation to the upside, and then expansion to the downside. Yeah, but the news, they did impact this asset class. So news like NFP, CPI, all this news, this major news, these are news that you really have to avoid them. You don't have to trade when there are these types of news. You see this asset class, it is not a USD asset class, is GBPJPY, but when the news were released, it was also impacted. It was also affected. You can see how it really went up and yeah. So it really it was really impactful. Those news were really so impactful. So I'm gonna come back with an update on how it is going. So if you can see what is happening on the you see this pump. So I was really expecting the GBP USD to sell off here, to take out this previous daily high and sell off. That's what I was anticipating today. But when the news are released, boom, it went up massively. You check the Euro USD, but the Euro USD, it did sell off on my fractal block. But when the New York session opened and there were news, so price really went up. Probably this other block here does contribute, and you can see this side what is happening. It is so crazy. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. So you really have to avoid the news. So this is my weekly fractal block here. This is where yesterday, this is where price was selling at. You can see how it was selling off in this area. You can see the London session open, there was a sell-off. So yeah, that's what is happening on this market. So these markets are controlled. These markets are engineered to go to a particular direction. So there are people who are engineering these moves. When you see this type of move, there are people who are talking and say, now let us move price. Let us move price to this direction. That's why if you are going to trade this news, you really have to avoid them. If you are going to trade, you really have to avoid this type of news because they can mess up your setup. Just to stay off the chart, like if you see that there's important news, if the news are on the New York session, you can trade the London session, but before the New York session, make sure that all the trades are closed. And yeah, or just don't trade on that particular day. Just stay off and sit down and just observe what is happening. Folks, we are done with the CPI noise. Institutions have done what they wanted to do. So as I've said that I'm following my plan here. I've been bearish. So now I'm moving my stop loss to break even so that this trade can be a risk-free trade. So now the trade is running and it is risk-free trade. It's pottery, it's evident with the outer circuit trader, accumulation, manipulation to the upside, and and expansion. Yes, it's happening. So I didn't track the trade. The trade was supposed to be taken here, but because of the news, I was thinking that the news were going to impact all asset class. Hence, I didn't take the trade, and it was evident because it did come here. But entry is really not important when it comes to me, because I'm only anticipating to enter above the opening price. Anywhere above the opening price, to me it's okay. Anywhere above the opening price, to me it's okay. I'm avoiding to take a trade that is below the opening price. Once a trade price go below the opening level, I don't take that trade anymore. So we are on an expansion phase now, and yeah, you can see I'm calling these things in front of all of you. This is happening every day, and I told you that it is happening on major assets: GBPJPY, GBP USD, Euro USD, GBPJPY, all these asset class that are major, all these major asset class. That's where you want to see this structure unfolding. You can see here yesterday what was happening here. What do you see? Opening and manipulation, expansion to the downside, New York section pullback, continuation of expansion. So yeah, poetry is evident. It is evident with the outer circuit trader. Yes. So, and next year I will be opening a trading community. So there will be people who will be joining me, trading with me live, on Discord and also on Zoom. And I will also coming live here on my channel. You see, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be coming live on my channel, and it's gonna be so amazing. If you are ready, make sure that you subscribe on this channel and you click the notification button. So it's gonna be amazing. So you see it, as I've said that we were targeting just 20 pips below, but I'm still gonna hold. Already I've hit my TP in terms of because 20 pips below is already hit now. Already hit my TP, but I'm gonna hold further because of this, because of this sell side, because there's a sell side here. You see this sell side, this equal lows. Yeah, that's what I'm really going for. That's what I'm going for. I don't know if price is going to reach there, but I'm going to hold further and see what is happening. Going to hold further and see what price is doing. So we are students of price. We learn from from price. Price is teaching us new things each and every day. So we are always preparing ourselves to learn from price. Poetry evident today is the 10th of November, and yeah, my trading is ending on November because we are almost going to holidays. So this is my last week of trading. I won't be touching any charts until next year, 2023. Folks, I want to touch something here in regard to market structure and what influenced this trade. How did I formulate a bias behind this particular trade? So as you know, my trades are framed on the daily chart. So what you see, you remember what I spoke about. What I spoke about when I spoke about market structure. Market structure. If you go and visit market structure, part 1, yes, part 1 on the channel, I've said that price move towards a key level. When price move towards a key level like this, we really don't anticipate for price to go further. Of course, it might break out and try to to reach the liquidity of buy stops above the previous highs, like this high or this high. So it might try to reach that, but we don't anticipate for price to move further. Ours is to look for breaking market structure, and there is a breaking market structure. When you see this happening, when you see price breaking because of this was a trend. Remember, higher highs, higher lows, and this is a trend. And you see this happening here, how this candle penetrate here and penetrate this low. It shows you that the trend has changed here. When you see this happening, there's a break in market structure. There's a break in market structure. And when price now pulls back, it is pulling back towards an order block. It is a mitigation. It is pulling back towards an order block. And where is the order block? This is the order block. This is the order block. This candle, this bullish candle, the last bullish candle, it's our order block, and price is pulling back to the order block. That's where institutions will be placing their sell trades, because we're in a bearish market structure. When price reaches the order block, then we place our sell trades. We go short right here. We go short. And I taught you this on market structure part 1. You remember that series? Part 1. Go and visit that. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You see this happening on a daily structure, on a daily chart. This is a daily structure, and on a daily chart time frame, you can see this is a powerful time frame. When you see this happening on a daily time frame, you already know this is all what you're looking for. This is the information, and price will then be targeting a particular area of draw in liquidity. This area, it acts as a magnet. We want to see where did price move. If those people who have bought here, moving price higher, probably they place their stop loss here. So this is our sell stops are here. These are our sell stops. This is sell side liquidity, right? Sell side liquidity. So this side, it acts as a draw on liquidity. So price is now targeting this area. It is targeting this area. Perhaps it might also move to this key long-term low. We don't know if it's gonna come here, but our aim for now is this draw on liquidity. That's our aim. That's where price is trying to reach. You see, so that this is how I form a bias. So this bias that I'm trading on the lower time frame, it is not just me looking on lower time frame. No, when I open the lower time frame, I have a bias in mind. There is a knowledge or an information that I have in mind, and that information is the information that I've obtained on the higher time frame, on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, and I move with that bias. I move with that information to the smaller time frame. And what am I looking for on the smaller time frame? That's where I'm looking for my entry signals. That's where I look for my entry patterns on the smaller time frame. Folks, if you can have an understanding of this, if I can be able to put this in the inside of you and you comprehend it deeply, if you can be able to make this knowledge an integral part of you, trust me, it won't be taken away from you. This is a lifetime knowledge, lifetime information. You understand? So on the smaller time frame, there are still areas of draw on liquidity, like this sell side. See this? These are equal lows. These are equal lows. When you see this, this is where price is targeting, because people were buying here on this previous weekly low, moving price higher. They put their stop losses here. This is where they put their stop losses, and their stop losses, when are triggered, they provide what? Liquidity. So price is seeking for liquidity. Price is seeking for liquidity. That's it. So you then apply, it is up to you then if you want to just place one trade and hold it, or you want to enter every day like me. I'm a day trader, so normally I close my trades. I don't hold them overnight. Sometimes I do hold them if I'm doing short-term trades, but most of the time, I just place my trade because I'm an active trader, so day trading is key for me. But if you are still a short-term trader or a swing trader, price is fractal. Price is fractal. What you see on the smaller time frame, it is happening on the higher time frame also. It is fractal. So you apply the same concept everywhere. So yeah, that's what I wanted to just highlight, in regard to, because many people have been seeing me just taking this short, but they understand that there is an information that I have behind me executing, these signals or my patterns in the smaller time frame. So as you know, market structure, you have to go and revisit that series, go and study market structure. There's part 1, there's part 2, there's part 3 coming, and yeah, so you go and study those things. Give yourself time, study them. You see, let those things be part of you. If that information gets into you, it will be easy to spot these things. Just by looking into the market like this, you will know, where you want to take your trades. So yeah, this is poetry with the Auto Trader. It is happening. It's live trading session. Yeah, I'll be closing this trade now, as price is entering into a distribution phase. It's like it's distributing now. So yeah, but was targeting just 20 pips, and I was anticipating a further move to the downside, but it seems as though it wants to distribute, even if it does go down. But I would have closed the trade. So my network is a bit lagging at the moment, and yes, so this is poetry with the Auto Trader. I hope you enjoy this series. Kindly subscribe for more and for updates, and click the notification button. I'll see you in another session of poetry. Cheers, I'm signing out.